Takeshi is a human Chinese male, standing 5'8" and weighing 130 pounds. He sports brown eyes and blonde hair, and usually wears a black undershirt and black pants with a gray sleeveless jacket over top. Takeshi is the son of the immortal sorcerer and crime lord Zhang Zhu and was born in 1988 in China. He is an identical twin with a slightly older brother named Shang-Chi. During this time, Zhang Zhu was going by the Fu Manchu alias, but we will be referring to him by his true name here. Takeshi's mother was one of Zhang Zhu's many concubines and was the one who primarily took care of the two. Zhang Zhu was the founder of the Hand, an international crime syndicate bent on world domination. But this is not what Takeshi and his brother were told. Zhang Zhu successfully manipulated the boys into believing the Hand was an organization dedicated to helping the world. Despite their mother's efforts to shield them from their father's evil, Takeshi and Shang begin their training on their 7th birthdays. While Shang became a proficient hand-to-hand combatant, Takeshi was more drawn to weapons, especially his signature dual katanas. Despite his skill with a blade, Takeshi always fell short to Shang. This made Zhang Zhu extremely disappointed, and viewing Takeshi as a failure, banished him to Japan as sort of a plan B. Shang, however, was under the impression Takeshi had been killed for his weakness. Takeshi spent the rest of his formative years in a trading compound in Japan. Takeshi grew to hate Shang and blamed him for his banishment. This motivated him to surpass Shang and become his father's chosen son. He trained with many masters in swordplay, including Tomi Shishido, also known as Gorgon. However, after less than a week, Gorgon got fed up with Takeshi's ego and lack of respect, so he left the Hand altogether, not wishing to serve under a master. Nobu became Takeshi's primary teacher, and someone Takeshi would eventually surpass. Takeshi dedicated himself to swordplay, hoping he would be good enough for his father to return someday. At age 19, Takeshi was finally granted his freedom, but not in the way he imagined. A Hand soldier arrived at the Japan compound and informed Takeshi and Nobu that Shang had killed Zhang Zhu and seemingly ended the Hand, and that in his place Takeshi would take over as supreme commander of the Hand. This broke Takeshi's heart. Not only had his brother abandoned him, but he also killed his beloved father. Takeshi swore revenge and spent the next 16 years rebuilding the Hand in the shadows with the help of a few surviving Hand leaders. Takeshi's story is one of a boy who only wanted to prove himself and be truly loved by his father. This caused him to be prone to anger outbursts, selfish, and extremely arrogant. He suffers from extreme neglect and a form of Stockholm Syndrome, and he represents a version of Shang-Chi who is never helped by Dennis Petrie, and Dr. Strange that never found the light. Despite his father being the one to abuse him and cause all the pain in his life, he refuses to believe his father was a bad man, and instead turns the blame on himself and his brother. Even years later, when a reformed Shang tried to open Takeshi's eyes, his brainwashing ran so deep that he never accepted the truth. Even in death, Takeshi never believed he was good enough for his father. Takeshi is considered a tier 0 on the Shield Files ranking scale. Takeshi is a proficient martial artist, knowing forms of karate, taekwondo, and other Japanese martial arts. However, he prefers to use his abilities when it comes to the martial arts dedicated to swords, just like Kendo, Kenjutsu, Naginata, and Gatka. Takeshi is extremely athletic and very physically disciplined. Some would even call him peak human discipline. Takeshi is extremely athletic, being able to run, move, and fight very quickly. He's able to throw his swords fast enough to cut bullets as well as dodging them. However, he does not possess peak physical human strength or durability. While being only human and not possessing any particular physical weaknesses that humans are not already given, Takeshi has an extremely powerful ego, which means that if he is being bested, insulted, or defeated in a battle, he will easily lose his calm and sometimes go a bit over the edge, and occasionally he could even self-sabotage during the fight due to his lack of ability to comprehend being defeated.